Hello everyone. So at the previous tutorial we stopped at here, right? We can move our NPC character to a sort of like a random location, right? So if I show it what we have currently, something like this. Okay, and I'm not quite okay with this strafing for play character as well. So let's go to our player base and inside the locomotion system, let's make its rotation mode as forward facing. Right, this one would be fine. Okay, so now our character actually NPC character can move to random location. But I think instead of using this default move to function, maybe we can have our own behavior tree task so that we can add some improvements and customizations there. Right? So let's see how we can do that now. Right. So as usual, I'll create a new task using this BTT blueprint base, right? Make sure to select this one, otherwise if you select any other behavior tree task, your parent task will be that one, right? So I just want to use the parent task as the default one, so I'll use this BTT task blueprint base. And inside the task, I'll select a new task called BTT move to location. Right. Set. And since this function and this blackboard key has the same name, I will change this one to target location. So it will be much more convenient, right? Plus, I think inside the AI controller we have added this initialization. So we don't need this anymore. I will remove that one as well. Because either way we are going to have a random location whenever we call each time at the behavior tree at here. So we don't need to explicitly initialize the origin point at our AI controller, right? So I just removed that one, so it will be initialized at here. And this function also, instead of calling this blackboard key as move to location, call it as, yeah, I think this one would be fine, move to location. Yeah, right. So I'll go back to my BTT move to location behavior tree task, and as usual let's use event receive execute AI, and I'll promote these to variable. This one is owner controller and this one is control port. Right, now here let's use our owner controller and manipulate its move to location. So there is a one called AI move to, that also would work. Yeah, so let's try to use that one. No, AI move to this one, and as the pawn let's use this control pawn, and as the destination we have to provide what is the destination. So I'll create a new variable called move to location. This is a blackboard key selector, and make sure to mark it as instant editable, and I'll use that key selector and get the blackboard key value as a vector and plug it to here, right? So that we can simply get the move to location vector as the destination, right? And acceptance radius, so I'll promote this to a variable, and I think maybe 50 or maybe a 10 would be fine, right? Which means like whenever we found a specific target location, if we reach to that specific target location within this closed acceptance range, it will be accepted as a valid movement, right? So we don't need to actually go to this exact specific point, right? Because sometimes like it may find a random location on the level which is not exactly reachable, but since we specify explicitly what is the acceptance radius, whenever the AI is moved to that specific location, and if it is close to this specific range, then it would be accepted, right? And then at the on success, we can finish execute by tagging it as a successive movement, and on fail we can mark it as unsuccessful movement, right? Now let's go to our behavior tree, and instead of using this one, I'll use my BTT move to location task, and as the move to location, I'll use the target location, right? So here the target location is a get reference, and here the target location is a set reference, right? Because at the get random location, we are setting a target location as the random location, and we are getting that random location by using the target location to move our NPC, right? Let's play. Yep, the character is moving. Plus, I think the debugging process also, it's better if we can move to here, right? Because we need to only point that specific sphere whenever we have a successive movement, right? So I'll go to this one, and let's cut everything from here. No, let's get this function first and paste it here. So we have this function, and then let's get this variable and paste it here. So we have this variable which is instant editable, and at the receive execute AI, I sort of add a sequence here, and I'll get this thing, paste it here, and promote this to a variable called target location, and instead of using this one, I'll use this one. And then let's check whether we enable the debugging. If we enable, we can draw that debug sphere at that specified target location. Compile and save. And here now we have the debug target location option. So if I toggle this thing and play it, you can see when we are moved location is being targeted, it's printing that specific debug sphere. I think it's much more convenient instead of having it on the get random location task. Right, so I'll go to get random location task and remove these implementations and this function and this variable, because all those stuff now has been moved to this btt move to location task. Okay, now if I go check out the behavior tree, we don't have such an instance, right? Okay, and one other thing what we can do is we can actually vary this wait time as well, right? So currently it's exactly wait in 3 seconds and find a random location and move it to there. But instead of having such a static wait time, we can add some dynamic variation for that. So there actually field called random deviation, where we can specify how much amount that it should deviate from the given wait time, right? So for example, I can edit like 1 second here. So it will either add additional 1 second as the wait time, which is 4 seconds, or it will reduce a 1 second from the actual wait time, which is 2, right? So our wait time will be bit dynamic as well, so that our npc character looks like more dynamic. Right, so let's play test it as well. Okay, now you can see it goes to there, it waits 1 2 3, move to there, waits 1, yeah, only 1 second or 2 seconds, something like that. So now the wait time is sort of dynamic as well. Okay, right, so I think that's the feature that I wanted to cover it today. It didn't add actually any other additional stuff. It's just sort of like refactoring the existing features and improving our code base further. But yeah, the benefit of having these sort of customized tasks you will see in future sessions. And yeah, so I'll see you there. Thank you.